Hello everyone, welcome to XALT Ministries. Today I'm very excited to bring forth this new tutorial. It's for Diamonds by Hawk Nelson. Real quick off, while I was practicing the song and getting all the chords in the right spot and figuring out the strum pattern, I'm actually using a strum pattern I have not used before for this song. It is in my strum patterns video, but I've actually never used it. It was one that I've actually deciphered off another video from someone else, but that strum pattern will be used during this one. Plus there's actually two different patterns you can use. There'll be the new pattern, and then there'll be the pattern that I've used before. Not my popular one, but it is a somewhat popular pattern that I've used. It's one I use for like My King is the Rock. That one I know because that's my most how I come to know that pattern. Anyways, I'll show them both here coming up. First off, this song is in the key of C. For this, usually a lot of songs in the key of C, I do capo and play, or capo 3 and play in the key of A. But because this song does call for the D minor, if I was to do that in the key of A, it would be a B minor. And many of the times in the song where the D minor is used, it was a quickly A minor used after that. And if I was doing this in the key of A, I actually had to go from a B minor to an F sharp minor, which for me, it was just a little more difficult to switch between those two chords really fast. So I decided to keep it in the basic C. I'm going to be using worship C for this. If you have no clue what I'm talking about with worship C, don't worry. I'll show you the chords and should have no problem. It's actually a lot for beginners, so you don't have to move as many fingers. So real quickly, before we get into the song, let's take a look at the chords, see how they're formed. I believe there's going to be 4 or 5 chords. And then, so let's show you that right now, and then we'll get started. Alright, so chords, Diamonds by Hawk Nelson, key of C. We're going to use worship C chords. So our chords are going to be C, F, A minor, D minor, and G. Okay, so let's look at our, the C chord for worship C is a standard C chord with an added note down here. It's a added G note, and because you have your E chord, F sharp, G. So this will be standard G note added to your C. And just to let you know, these two fingers are never going to leave the fretboard the entire time you're playing, because they'll always be here. These are what you're going to be called your common notes. They're going to be the notes that are going to play throughout the song that helps keep all your tones very fluid, and nothing that kind of like if you're playing a standard like key of G, there's like nothing common. But if I play like my worship C, these chords are always playing. It's kind of nice. Alright, so our C is going to be mute 3, 2, open, 1, 3. Alright. Your now I could go to the G or to the F from here. We'll go to the G real quick. G is going to be take these two fingers, move them up a string apiece. That's going to be your G. So your G is going to be a 3, 2, open, 1, 3. Now let's see if I go back to C. If I go down 1 a piece, so from the G I'm down 2, then I'm on my F. And with the F, you want to make sure you're muting both string 6 and string 5. Okay? That's going to give you your dominant F note. So your F is going to be a mute, 3, 2, 1, 3. It's going to be your F chord. I don't have the exact names for these off the top of my head. I know that if someone's like, well, that's not how you do an F chord. No, but it works right now for this. And I think it's like called like an F add 9 or F add 11 or something, whatever. This is going to be the F chord I'm going to be using. If I can get my... There we go. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go to the D minor. You take this finger and you're going to lift it up, and that's going to be your D minor. Okay? So your D minor is going to be a mute, open, 2, 1, 3. Alright, so mute, open, 2, 1, 3. Your A minor for this, you're going to take this finger, and you can do this one of two ways. You can either take this finger and cross it on both of these strings, both this one and this one, and do this. But if you do that be sure to go through your strings. So you got mute, mute. Actually, correct that. You're not going to mute 2. You're only going to mute the top. So it's going to be mute, mute, open, 2, 2. Make sure that 2, 2 that you're fretting with this are both ringing, so that way you know you're doing it correctly. 2, 2, 1, 3. So your A minor is going to be a mute, open, 2, 2, 1, 3. So you can mute, you can do it this way, or if you want to take both these strings and kind of scrunch them over here without bringing your pinky too far over, because you're kind of linked right here a little bit. And you can play it that way too. I've just learned if you try to do this way as much as possible, it gives you a lot more versatility in what you can do with this finger. So that's your A minor. So I've showed you the C, F, G, wow, that was bad, D minor, and A minor. And that's going to be the 5 chords for the song. Try those over and over. Repeat this part of the video if you need to. Get your muscle memory worked in there so you know where all your chords are at. And then that way when we get to the song, it'll be a lot easier for you to do chord transitioning, going from chord to chord, and so on and so forth. So let's get to the song, verses, bridge, and everything, and let's see how the song is put together. Okay, so now that we have the chords down, we have our C, our F, our A minor, our G, and our D minor. That's 5 chords. Okay, so now that we have those figured out, let's see how the song goes together. In the start of the song, there is no instruments. It's pretty much, I guess I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure they're called pads. It uses pads and a drum mixture in the background for the very first verse of the song. But we are gonna do a guitar part for this anyways. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off on the C. The chord sheet that I have attached currently right now while making this video, and which will be uploaded here in the next half hour-ish, there I have, this is someone else's chord sheet that someone else made. They did a great job of it, minus a couple corrections that I have submitted in the be in the comments below on the page that is linked. If for some reason the corrections do not go through, or they say, well, I don't like your corrections or whatever, I'll go ahead and I'll submit my own version of it. So that way that the tutorial for this, the sheet that you get out for this tutorial down below is the one that will match this tutorial exactly. So now, before I talking too much here, let's get to the song and how this thing is put together. Sorry for the lack of lighting. I try to do my best with the lighting that I've given right now. This is my best way where I don't have any lighting directly from me except for the one up there. But let's get to this. We're going to start off on the C chord for your first verse. Okay. Here and now. And so we have your first verse is going to start off here and now. Now is where your C chord is going to be in. So it's going to be here and now. Oops, sorry. If my chords sound a little terrible, that's because my calluses on my fingers are almost gone. It's really bad for me. So that's kind of why my guitar playing might be a little not so good. But I'll try my best to keep it. And so we have here and now I'm in the fire and above my head. To your F. Oh, oh, whoa. If this sounds a little different than the song, that's because the singer has an extremely higher voice than I do. And I'm kind of doing like an acoustic version of this. So if it sounds a little different, that's okay. The main part of this tutorial is to show you the chord, show you the pattern, and how to put it together, and you can make your own from that on. So we have our C to our F. So we have here and now I'm in the fire and above my head. Whoa, whoa. Back to your C. Being held under the pressure, don't know what'll be left. F. Whoa, whoa. Now you're gonna go to your A minor, but it's here in the ashes. C. To your F, I'm finding treasure. G. So you have 4 chords are in that line. You go. So when you actually hear the song, it's it's a new strum pattern for me. So in the back of my head, I have to kind of do it without the words. So let's see. It's here in the ashes. I'm finding treasure. Okay. So you have A minor to C. So you said from here in the ashes, C, F, right? So that another thing I noticed with Hawk Nelson, at least in my little bit of experience with doing when I did Cast My Cares, they like to use a lot of what I call quick chords. That's where they'll do things like in this song they have when they go, they'll like do like a quick chord, they'll do like a one chord, they'll do one chord really quick and go back to it. They just do that. It seems to be a lot of their style for at least their popular songs. That's okay. Once you get used to your chord formations and your muscle memory, you'll be able to go ahead and be able to do those. For now, if you need to do slower, do it slower. That's okay. Learn at your own pace and what you're good at. Do not push yourself unless, I mean, I guess if you want to do this really fast, push yourself. But if not, take your time, learn it right. Then you can be able to do it right. Okay, so we are all the way through our first verse. And we're ending on the G. Okay. Chorus. Chorus is going to go F to C, D minor to A minor. So you're going to go, he's making diamonds. Okay. Give me just a moment. And of course now I can't sneeze. It'll come out. Watch. Okay. So, F chord, he's making diamonds. F to C. Diamonds. Then D minor to A minor. Diamonds. Okay. The best part, like I said, with your A minor is to try to do it with one finger on two strings. If not, you can go ahead and try to shift your ring finger over. So you're gonna have diamonds. Whoops. Yeah. Man, that sounds horrible. Let's see if I can do this right. Diamonds. Diamonds. There we go. So you have F to C, D minor to A minor, and then you're gonna go your next line, diamonds, making diamonds, D, making diamonds out of dust. Let me see. Oh, I totally just lost train of thought there for a second. Sorry. So we have making diamond. Let's see here. I gotta go through this real quick because they do a lot of those quick chord things. I gotta make sure I get those right. Making diamonds, making diamonds out of dust. Okay, there we go. So making diamonds, D, making F. My bad. I'm thinking key of A. Making diamonds, F, diamonds, making diamonds out, C, of dust, G. Making diamonds out of dust. And then you're going to repeat that, I guess those two lines. You're going to repeat the chord progression of them two lines we just did to the next two lines. So we're going to go back to the four chords on the one line, which is the F to C and the D minor to A minor. So we're going to come out of making diamonds out of dust. Here's your fine. Oops, here's your fine. In his timing, he's making diamonds out of us. Only difference, you're not going to play the G chord. So you can go right from F to a C. Making diamonds out of us. Okay? Verse 2. Verse 2 is exactly like verse 1 except for a difference in words. I'm going to go ahead and play right through it. Oh, sorry if I have not real quick. I totally forgot. Strum pattern should be on the screen by now. I'll take care of this in editing. When we get to verse, I'm going to say chorus. Actually, I can do it right now. That was one strum pattern that I used, so I'll put it. So that was one strum pattern. I'm going to take that off. Like I said, I found two strum patterns that work for this. Let's try the second strum pattern for doing the next part of the song, which is just verse 2 and the chorus again. I mean, we already did verse 1 and the chorus, exact same thing. So let's do verse 2 and the chorus again in a different strum pattern, and you can see which one you like. Okay, so now I had to think in the back of my head, change strum pattern. Okay. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta remember the other strum pattern. Okay, we're good now. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go through. Actually, I'm gonna go right through the second verse and the chorus because, like I said, chords are all the same as we did first verse and the chorus. So I'm gonna go right on through it. I'm gonna use a different strum pattern, and you can see which strum pattern you like. Same chords, just different pattern. Okay, I'll surrender to the power of being crushed by love. is a different strum pattern. You say, well, what's the difference? Real quickly, I'll post both of them right now on the video right down here. And you can see where the little bit of difference is. If you have no clue how to read my strum patterns, it's okay. The ones in parentheses are silent. The pluses are your ands, or your up strums. So you're like your 1, 2, 3, those are down. Sorry, those are down strums. The ands are your up strums. So when you have a 1 and, it's okay, like a 1 and 2 and. So it's like, what about a 1 and then where the 2's meet out? It's simple. 1 and you can strum down, but don't hit any strings. So you go. Okay, so that's like a difference. So if you don't know how to read strum patterns, well, now you do. All right, so now we are to the bridge. Now, the bridge of this, I'm going to go back to the first strum pattern I had. Sorry, I'm switching so much. But I really want to show you this new pattern so that way you can get in the entire song. The other one's a different, more popular pattern, so I'm not going to show it as much. All right, so now bridge. So you're going to have C to F to C. So you're going to have, oh, the joy, and to tell you the truth, you don't even have to do a strum pattern for this bridge, because tell you what, they don't even do any music. They say, oh, the joy of the Lord, to F, B, my, C, strength. So the joy of the Lord, it will be my strength. And then you're going to repeat that same thing throughout the entire bridge, which is 2 lines repeated 3 times. Okay, 2 lines, 2 repeated 3 times. So I'm going to go through it real quick. Remember, it's C and then it's FC at the end. So we're going to like this. Oh, the joy of the Lord, it will be my strength. When the pressure is on, he's making time. Oh, the joy of the Lord. Okay, I'm going off strum pattern. I have 2 strum patterns in my head. I'm trying very hard to concentrate on the first one. Remember, it's down. Not down. Never do down up if possible. You cannot keep track of timing while saying down up. Always use numbers. It's much better for timing. So you have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, it's easy. It's hard for me to slow down. See. Oops, I'm doing wrong. There we go. So, oh, the joy of the Lord, it'll be my strength. When the pressure is on, he's making diamond. Oh, the joy of the Lord, it will be my strength. When the pressure is on, he's making diamonds. Oh, the joy of the Lord, it will be my strength. When the pressure is on. Okay, the third time you go through it, they don't say he's making diamonds. It's a crescendo to back to the chorus. So he's making diamonds. Okay, it actually says he's making 3 times. The first 2 are in the bridge. The third one's actually the start of the chorus. He's making diamonds. Okay, so let's go that last one real quick. So, when the pressure is on, he's making diamonds. Yeah. And then he changes the word. He says, making us rise from the dust instead of making diamonds out of dust. He changes the words a little bit in this part. So you can call it chorus too if you want. I'll just call chorus and change 2 words. I'm actually not going to bother going through this part because we've already actually done the chorus. So now real quick, because I'm at 15 minutes right now, and I try to make these less than 20 minutes long if possible. So now, making diamonds out of dust, we're making diamonds out of us. Now, the next part is not a bridge. It's when you don't have a part of a song that qualifies as a chorus, a bridge, or verse, they usually call it the tag. So this will be the tag of the song, or bridge 2, if you want to call it that. All right, and that's I won't be afraid to shine. All right, and then it's like, okay, so this part here, on the sheet is where I've changed the chords, and the correction is going to be below in the comments on the chord sheet page. Not this page. You have to click on the chord sheet, then go scroll down the comments, and then you'll see it. That I posted it on there. The username's different, but that's okay. There should be only one correction down there right now. Where I've changed it from the standard of, I can't even tell what he originally put on here because I have it scribbled out so well. From C to F, he has it originally, or whoever he or she, they had it C to F. I changed it to A minor to C to F. Okay, so let me see if I can do this correctly because the bridge is a little bit different. And we're at almost 17 minutes. All right, I'll try to finish this up for you guys real quick. Okay, I won't be afraid, A minor to shine. C. Oops, that's F. To shine, the F, shine. Back to the A minor. Won't be afraid to shine. Oh man, I keep getting those backwards. Won't be afraid. Let's see. Won't be afraid to shine. Yeah, won't be afraid to shine. Won't be afraid to shine. And then won't be afraid to shine. Yeah, won't be afraid. The next one. The shine is only twice. Okay, yeah, so I won't be afraid to shine. Won't be afraid to shine. Won't be afraid to shine. 'Cause he's making diamonds out. So the next part is just kind of carries on right into the rest of it. All right. Okay. Won't be afraid. So we have A minor, C, F, A minor, C, F. So it won't be afraid to shine. Won't be afraid to shine. A minor, won't be afraid to shine. Right to the F, won't be afraid to shine. He's making diamonds out of dust. A minor. And then back to the F, making diamonds out of us. C. So that's going to be your ending. So let me try to play through as best I can. Won't be afraid to shine. Let's see, won't be afraid. Say afraid to shine. Oh, like the strum pattern is new. I'm still getting used to it myself, actually. Won't be afraid to shine. Won't be afraid to shine. Won't be afraid to shine. Making diamonds out of dust. He's making diamonds out of us. Alright. So that is my best interpretation of how to do Diamonds by Hawk Nelson. Hopefully I did not confuse you too much. The song is in the key of C. I'm using worship C chords for this. There, like I said, there is one correction to chords. It's going to be at the bottom of the chords page, not this page you're looking at right now. Chords page. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. I hope I helped you with this song. If I did, please comment below so I know I wasn't totally making anyone confused. And remember to subscribe. I'll have more videos coming. I have like 3 or 4 more songs on my list right now to do that consist of All Around Me by Matt Hammett, which was the former lead singer of Sanctus Real. God Is on the Move by 7 Time Down, and something by Citizen Way. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. But yeah, anyways. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, comment below if you have any questions. Leave them. If you have any questions about this song, leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions in general, post them on the discussion board on my YouTube page. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Wyatt. You guys have a blessed day.